Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Limis. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. No cash, no class. The Trades Institute looks for money. Also tonight, an important first step. Tourism sets to reopen cautiously. And good news from the villages. Crime rates have fallen. In sports, the McDonald's Old School Track and Field Championships are underway. And so is KSPN2 News. These stories and more are next.
A meal replacement smoothie is a great way to keep your fitness goals on track during 2021, and they taste great. It's fast and easy. The May smoothie of the month is pineapple carrot cake. It includes banana, granola, raisins, cinnamon, carrots, and pineapple with 21.5 grams of protein. It's good for your eyes and good for your waistline. Check out the Shake Cafe, Gold's Gym, Garabin.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Half a day to the Wami and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Wednesday, May 12, 2021. The goal is to open up the only trade school in the Marianas by June. And with leftover money in the bank account, the board is applying for several grants. The Northern Marianas Trade Institute is in the middle of a transition from a nonprofit organization into a government entity. CEO Jodina Atau states they want to resume classes by the first week of June, but to do that, they will need money.
Even just staff alone is at least 800 to 900,000. As far as including all the student expenses, because we have to take into consideration that the more kids we have and the more classes that we have, we spend more on utilities and all of that. So it would probably cost us at least 1.3 to ensure that we're in operations.
Currently, the board is awaiting the Senate to pass a joint resolution that will allow NMTI to establish a business unit, since the governor line item vetoed their budget allocation last October. Atau states the only money they have in their bank account is what was transferred by the previous NMTI administration, which is $13,500.
In the board meeting, the chairman did ask the question, which is a very valid question. Out of the $750,000 that was awarded last fiscal year to the Technical Institute, what happened to the rest of the money?
These were the CW funds disbursed by the Department of Labor.
If we did receive at least a little bit of those funds, at least $300,000, then we wouldn't have this issue. But because the trades transferred only $13,000, we weren't able to reopen the school right away.
In today's board meeting, the members appointed Richard Couts to work with Finance Secretary David Atalik in looking into the financial statements. The board will meet at a later date to determine if an audit needs to be done. Currently, NMTI has applied and is waiting the approval for several grants, such as the Governor's Emergency Educational Relief Fund, the American Rescue Plan Act, and the Compact Impact. Governor Ralph Torres has also assured the school that he will be allocating some funds.
He's going to give us $100,000 just as seed money so that we can handle our immediate needs, such as paying for power and water and all that stuff.
NMTI is closed at the moment, opening their doors to only students from Daok Academy. ATA commends the voluntary staff that continues to work without pay.
All the staff that have been coming in have been crucial at keeping the place at least open so that we could accommodate Daok and make sure that we keep our lights on and stuff like that.
The CNMI is prepping to reopen the tourism doors this summer. According to COVID-19 Task Force Chairman Warren Villagomez, the first group flight is expected to come into the CNMI by June 15th.
This group are just familiarization group from Korea, not the normal visitors that are interested to come here. So we're doing steps as well to test out the system and make sure that we correct issues that needs attention. And reassure our community that what we are doing are the right thing and the right safety measures that we want to in place.
The group is comprised of travel agents and media representatives from South Korea. Currently, there are 50 potential passengers for that flight. They are expected to stay for about 4 to 7 days. CEO Esther Munoz states despite this group being an asset to opening up tourism, quarantine protocols will remain the same.
Wherever they fit, whether they're fully vaccinated or how they are, the justification of their essential work or critical essential work, those things are going to be weighed in, and that's where they are put in the different category, whether they're group A, B, C, D, or C or D.
As for tourists, they are expected to arrive on July 1st. There is a significant decrease in crime rates for the CNMI. In honor of CNMI Police Week, we take a look at the decrease of crimes in the neighborhood. Over the past 3 years, the Department of Public Safety reports there is a significant decrease in crime rate for disturbing the peace.
In the previous years, in 2017, we had about 1,029 cases of disturbing the peace. And then 2018 fell down to 986. 2019 was 942. And then in 2020, it was 802. So, from 3 years, from 1,029 cases down to 82 cases, that's a significant change. And, we're proud of that.
Disturbing the peace, also known as disorderly conduct, is when someone acts in a way that disrupts the peace and security of a community. This crime is committed often in the CNMI compared to others. Paglinan also shares the numbers for child abuse or neglect, which is fortunately very little.
In 2017, we had 45 cases. 2018, we had 31 cases. 2019, we had 45 cases again. And then last year, 2020, we had 21.
Over 200 cases of child abuse and neglect have been reported to the police and to the Division of Youth Services. The crime rate for assault with a dangerous weapon took a drastic fall from 122 cases in 2017 down to 55 last year. Commissioner Robert Guerrero states that this time, our men and women in blue are in full force to keep the streets safe.
You probably noticed that we have a lot of police cars, new police cars just rolling out on the streets. The governor's intention here is to actually saturate all the streets and the village with many officers that's available because of, to limit any potential crimes or criminals.
This month is designated to observe Police Week, Click It or Ticket Enforcement Mobilization, and National Safe Boating Week. Coming up, we have more trivia questions for you that may win you a prize. Stay tuned.
For the different beats of your life, we're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
We're in a race whether we know it or not.
And build our new normal.
Pinapamalit si Piel.
Let's vaccinate, CMI!
So what are you going to do this year? At Gold's, a dedicated fitness studio with a cushioned floor is perfect for group exercise. The cardio room features a variety of treadmills, bikes, steppers, and ellipticals. Fitness machines will help you achieve your goals, and the largest free weight area on Saipan gives you comfortable space to work out. Gold's Gym team is ready to help you get to your goals. Try harder. We know you can do it. Green sea turtles and hawksbill turtles call the Mariana Islands home. They are an important part of the marine ecosystem. They are under threat, and they are protected under CNMI law. Keep plastic out of the ocean. Keep vehicles off the beach. Use the Sea Turtle Stranding Hotline if you see poaching activities or if you see a turtle in trouble. Call 287-8537 and save a turtle.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. May is Tourism Month in the Marianas. KSPN2 is partnering with MVA with Tourism Trivia, where you can win prizes.
Our question on Monday asked viewers to correctly identify the type of tanks located here and who they were named after. These tanks are just off the shore in the Saipan Lagoon. There's 3 of them, and these particular ones never made it ashore as the Japanese shelled the landing ship tanks, or LSTs, that were designed to get them over the reef and onto the beach. Frank Rasa correctly identified them as Sherman tanks, and he knew they were named after William Tecumseh Sherman, a Union general who served directly under Ulysses S. Grant. Sherman's widely credited with burning much of Atlanta's business district after a fierce battle in the Civil War. That happened November 12, 1864. The Sherman tank debuted in 1941. Its designers emphasized speed and mobility, sacrificing on firepower and survivability. It had a crew of 5. Congratulations, Frank.
Next, we take you off the beaten path into the jungles of Saipan. It's part of our Tourism Month. Get to know your island stories. And tonight, we make the effort to get to some history. One of our former reporters battles the mud and the terrain on a field trip she will never forget. It's living history and answer a trivia question at the end of the story for valuable prizes.
Anything that was kind of big and heavy and flat or long didn't go very far, but anything that was heavy and round, like an engine, could detach from a wing and just roll downhill. And that's where we're going. We're going to go down pretty deep into the jungle to see the stuff that made it down, way down the ravine.
Jim said he'll take me for a walk, but it's no walk in the park.
Even since the last time I was in, we've had fallen trees. So this is one of them. That makes it difficult for us to see the trail, let alone get through.
I certainly was not dressed for the jungles or wearing the right shoes. I was stuck every minute, hanging onto anything I saw, trying desperately not to fall. The last thing that I wanted was to take a bath in the mud. Every step took some work. Jim's machete came in handy, making a pathway for us to walk. It was a rewarding journey, a breathtaking view of the ocean and rays of sunshine beaming through the limestone forest. We visit a cave where there are balls, pots, and other gadgets that may have been used by the Japanese while hiding from the war.
Axe and an axe blade. And here's some, wow, that's a cartridge.
We finally get to our destination.
This is one of the 4 engines. And after the Battle of Saipan, where there was so much bombing and so many fires that there wasn't a lot of vegetation left on Saipan. And so when the plane hit, there wasn't any trees or anything to stop big pieces like this from rolling down. There was a serial number plate on this engine so that we could tell exactly what plane it was. And to the best of my knowledge, all the crew members actually died when this plane crashed. The range that it had was a little bit too short for these planes to go to Tokyo and back on a bombing run. And so if they ran into a headwind, or if they had to take evasive action from fighters, or if one of the engines failed, as they frequently did, then they would likely run out of gas before they came in. And this one, it appears, ran out of gas.
Not too far away, there was another piece of engine with a propeller attached.
It wasn't uncommon for them to have engine failure. We know that this engine, either the plane was out of gas or this engine wasn't operating when the plane hit, because the propellers are still attached. And if these propellers had been spinning around real fast like airplane propellers do when the plane hit the ground, all these propellers would be broken off.
He takes us to another piece, the wing section.
We think that this is a piece of a wing section, and that these may be like inline brakes. You can see the struts inside there, and there's some hydraulic pump or something in there. If it is a wing section, more of it is buried in the ground apparently, and it would make sense if it is a wing section because the engine piece with the propellers on are just 50 feet down.
Jim has a reason why he took us on the trail.
The jungle grows up so quickly, particularly when we have a lot of rain like we've had the last few months, that my fear is that these pieces are going to be reclaimed by the jungle, and that soon there won't be anybody that knows how to get in to see them, and nobody will get to see them anymore.
He hopes that a trail will be made so that more people can come and see the historical artifacts.
When I bring visitors here, no matter where they're from, they always say, "You are so lucky to live in a place like Saipan. Not only is the weather nice and the people are very friendly, but you also have, this beautiful jungle that you can hike in, and World War II memorabilia that is nowhere else in the United States." So I do think I'm lucky, and I'm hoping that a lot of local residents will, if we make the trail a little bit more accessible, will come in and experience this, and that will generate, kind of more interest in World War II history, Saipan history, and U.S. history.
Thank you, Young, for that adventurous story and the prelude into tonight's trivia question.
This plane was manufactured by Boeing and was used in World War II. It flew missions from Saipan and Tinian. Here's the question. Number 1, what kind of plane is it? And 2, where on Saipan is the wreckage of this particular plane located? Email your answers to chris@kspn2.com. First correct answer wins a $20 gift certificate presented by the Marianas Visitors Authority.
All right, thank you. Coming up, we get an update on a most ambitious trip, maybe a little too ambitious. We'll see.
The newest in entertainment lets you do TV your way with Docomo Pacific D TV Plus. Watch your favorite live and local channels, stream movies and shows on TV, on your phone, and on your tablet, right from your Docomo Pacific Wi-Fi. No more wires, no more cable boxes, now with the best price. Do TV your way with Docomo Pacific D TV Plus.
We're in a race whether we know it or not.
And build our new normal.
Pinapamalit si PL.
Let's vaccinate, CMI!
Buy one, get one free for the off-road adventure at Marianas Trekking. Come ride our side-by-sides at our best price ever and experience a great 90-minute trail ride. Rain or shine, hopefully rain. Book now at Marianas Trekking. Saturdays and Sundays by reservation. Call 323-8735 or book at marianastrekking.com.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live. Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, big weekend coming up for the boys and girls high school athletes. The McDonald's All-School Track and Field Championships are underway. Yep, the kids are off and running.
Are you guys done?
At this time, I would like to make first call, please, for girls 9 and under long jump. First call, girls 9 and under long jump.
There were a multitude of events for over 100 boys and girls in two divisions, 12 and under and 9 and under, who qualified over the past 6 weeks in the preliminaries, thanks to dozens of volunteers who have turned out each weekend to make sure this happens. Without them, it's not happening. For most of these, well, for almost all of these students, this was their first opportunity to try out the long jump or have a softball throw measured. Oh! Yeah! Once again, Agape Christian School won many of the distance races. Their students, you know, they run every day. It's part of their curriculum. PSS brought over Tinian and Rhoda Elementary School students. San Apollo, with SNP on their shirts, helped make this truly an all-CNMI event.
How much training did you guys do on Rhoda to get ready?
15 meters.
15 what?
15 training. Yeah.
15 training? Okay.
Despite their small enrollments, Brilliant Star and Saipan International School were frequent visitors to the medals podium.
This year's silver medalist representing Brilliant Star School, Scarlett Burrell. And this year's gold medal champion in the 400 meters 9 and under division in a time of 1 minute and 29 seconds, Windsor Gross. Congratulations to all the 9 and under 400 meter competitors.
Show the kids you care. Make some noise.
You know, for the past 4 weeks, we've been giving updates on a former NMI national paddler who's embarking on the journey of a lifetime. And after this one, though, we may take a break.
After an arduous 30-mile uphill trek, Jim Cyrock has taken a 2-week break to reevaluate his desire to continue. So far, he's walked 153 miles in California since starting out April 10th. But in a text message to KSPN2 Sports, he says he needs to drop about 10 pounds from his backpack before continuing. He said he may jump ahead on the Pacific Crest Trail to avoid the steep climbs that's giving him problems. Cyrock remains optimistic, saying he expects to continue to rack up the miles on the trail before the end of September, but for now, it's time to recover and recuperate. He's currently at the Paradise Valley Cafe that's not far from Palm Springs. Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw.
Go-karts, off-roading, and the driving range now open at Marianas Trekking. Go-kart track will be open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays with 50% off when you book online at marianastrekking.com, hours 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Use the promo code HOFFA50 to get your discount. Off-roading is open too by reservation. Come on a 90-minute trail ride that is perfect for families. Book online at marianastrekking.com. Golfers, come practice on the driving range. You can even pay online and we will have the balls waiting for you. Come see us weekends at Marianas Trekking, 323-8735. One of the best things you can do during the pandemic is to get yourself healthy and strong. Gold's Gym is a great place for a tune-up. Wide open workout spaces with dedicated cardio, free weights and machines, personal training, group exercise, and good nutrition. Short-term daytime promo on sale now, just $159 for 3 months. Call 233-4000.
Another hot one here in the Marianas on Saipan. The high temperature at the airport, 91. That ties the highest at 2021. Low 79 early this morning. Humidity 65%. Tomorrow partly sunny. Had some isolated showers. Winds out of the east 15 to 20 miles an hour. High 90, low 80. The sea's 46 feet. Sunrise at 5:49, followed by a high tide at 7:40 in the morning and a low tide at 2:59 in the afternoon. Sunset 6:37. Thank you for watching KSPN2 News. We'll see you back here on Friday night.